playing some really weird game this week. I won another game I won on a Twitter competition. Red Deer Games were dropping the competition, like and retweet this. I retweet not just a win, but also to give them recognition. Red Deer Games have some very good third-party, smaller, very small indie games. And this is a game called Nirvana Pilot Yume. Yume. That's the name of the Nirvana Pilot. She is a lady who is well endowed, and from the cover photo, it kind of implicates that there may be content of a sexual nature in this game, and it is present. It is rated 16. There's two parts to this game, basically. There's the narrative tale, which is more like basically reading dialogue boxes and choosing between 2 to 4 different answers and then pushing the story forward. I've only played through the story once, so even though I'm quite negative on the game, there is the option to go through the story again and get some different outcomes. So the story itself is that this girl turns up. You're an ex-pilot, basically. There are 2 parts to this pilot. To pilot a ship, it's moving so fast, they explain, is that you need the pilot itself, and that's this girl, Yume, and you need someone called the Nirvana, who is basically the telepathic, choking today, the telepathic support called the I. So you're overlooking it, and you're supposed to be helping her pilot this because she's going too fast. So as the story progresses, you can push it towards falling for her and end up doing something with her that children shouldn't be watching. But there's also this other character that comes in later who seems to be pushing towards that she has used him for something, or is she using me? So I can see like at least 4 or 5 different outcomes from this story that you could play through, and you can basically play through the entire story in maybe 3 hours maximum, probably 2 if you pushed it fast. So the other side of the game then is this highly polygonal futuristic racer. I was thinking, this should be good now. This will be a bit like F-Zero. And this is where even if the story doesn't grip you, this is where it really goes and let me down. It's not like anything like F-Zero. The camera angle, for one, is right behind the ship, so you can't see far ahead of you. There's a hell of a lot of popping. So as objects are coming to you anyway, because of the angle, because of the popping, it's so difficult to discern how far things are away. And there are certain obstacles like walls, and if you don't start moving early enough, and you have to move really early, you're going to clip it and crash into it, and then it's moved back into the story. Which is unusual, because the story continues onward, plodding through the story beats and arcs, regardless of whether you actually finish a race or not. So even if you crash out, and there's this thing called Nirvana synchronization. So the more you are synchronized with your pilot, Yume in this game, by alleviating her circumstances in the story, you get a better synchronization. All better synchronization means is that you got more attempts at running this race. And these races are so difficult, There's holes in the floor which you can't see until you're on top of them. So you basically got to memorize this course in maybe 8 attempts. If you've got like an 80% synchronization, that means you've got 8 attempts at this course. If you've only got a 40%, you've only got 4 runs at this course. And every time you get closer to 0% synchronization, the screen starts blurring. And there's these artifacts coming on the screen. Oh, you're losing consciousness and your connection between your pilot. And it makes it even more difficult to drive the thing. Really frustrating. Really difficult. And the whole point of having this I, which is you, is that this craft moves so fast that you need 2 people to pilot it. It doesn't move fast at all. You know, it feels slower than a driving a Mini around a grid auto sport race. And that's it. And then I finished the race. I finished the story. My story was concluded with, yes, I slept with the girl. She fell asleep while I was sleeping with her. Nothing new in life there. And then I told her to get lost because she was using this other guy. She's probably using me, and she left. And that was the end of the story. It's like after 2 hours, and maybe I should play it again to see if there's a different outcome I could have got, a more utilitarian and better outcome. But the outcome I saw was it left me feeling as much as the game made me feel, and that is not too good. I can't recommend it.
Better than falling asleep before you start.
That's true. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can also check out our other great content on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the N-E Café podcast from all good podcast providers. Just follow the links in the description below.